Welcome back to our channel. We hope you will have a wonderful learning experience here with us. You can download and listen to these audiobooks at your preferred time. This chapter deals with resources management for inclusion. Let's begin our course. Chapter 7, Resource Management for Inclusion. Inclusion demands resources to meet the need of all members of communities and to facilitate equal participants in all spheres of life. Our environment, now more so than before, need to be ready to include people from different backgrounds, with differing needs and abilities. For such a situation we need to adapt and modify our environment to all people be accessible. Inclusion refers to the process of providing all necessary services according to the needs of diverse population in the community and bringing support services instead of mobilizing resources in a separate setting. Inclusion assumes that the best provision for all according to their need in potential regular schools, in the workplace and in the community. Population with a wide range of diversities such as disabilities, cultural and linguistic minorities and vulnerabilities, academic abilities and behavioral needs are represented in inclusive environment. Please list resources important for people with diversities in education. What are the resources important for persons with disabilities to be successful in the world of work and social life? Provisions of resources. The resource should be considered for people with disabilities in workplaces, social gatherings, recreational and in schools that help them to feel comfortable, secure and work at their independent and team activities. Available resources. Those meet their needs can help persons with disabilities move towards success. Resources for school children. All concerned bodies should be inclusive in their planning, budgeting and taking action for the education of persons with disabilities. In the school settings, resource rooms are very important. At school-based resource room. The resource room is a classroom where a special education program can be delivered to a student with a disability and learning difficulty. It is for those students who belong to a regular class but need some special instructions in an individualized or small group setting for a portion of the day. It is typically a large room in the main school building with lots of facilities for children with special needs. This program includes remedial, compensatory and developmental instruction, which is provided in small groups for usually 3 to 5 hours per week. Students may be provided direct services in the classroom. Indirect services can also be provided to the student through consultation with the general education teachers to support in adjusting the learning environment or modify the instructional methods. When additional support is appropriate to meet the student's needs, the student can receive the pull-out program. This form of a pull-out system, where a child attends a session in the resource room during a light period of the day such as singing or physical training, receives individual help in a weak area of learning such as reading or writing. Methods and materials are adapted to students' learning styles and characteristics using multisensory and other specialized approaches. Think about what human resources are required in this resource room. What material resources are important for equally present in the classroom, participate, receive support and achievement. Human resources in schools, sign language interpreter, Braille specialist, mobility and orientation expert, special needs educators, speech and language therapist, physiotherapist, behavioral therapists, a broken bar, etc. School-based material resources, LCD and or smart board, EA chart, various magnifying lenses, slate and styles, Perkins Braille writer, white cane, blind folder, tuning fork, audiometer, hearing aids, various type, sign language books and videos, various instructional videos related this unit, Braille atlases, molded plastic, dissected and undissected relief maps, relief globs, landform model, abacus, raised clock faces, geometric area and volume aids, right forms for matched planes and volumes, Braille rulers, raised line checkbooks, signature guide, long handwriting kit, script letter sheets and boards, talking calculator, closed-circuit television, computer software for various students with special needs, for example JAWS for blind and sign language software for deaf, orthosis, prosthesis, environmental accessibilities, ramps, elevators, wheelchairs, and others additional resources. Accommodations. Accommodations are adjustments that teachers and school personnel make to maximize learning and social well-being for individual students. Instructional accommodation checklist. Use a multisensory approach. Use a highly structured format for presentations. Use graphic organizers. Present material in small, sequential steps. Teach specific strategies, for example taking notes, reading comprehension. Review key points frequently. Assign a buddy reader or note-taker. Provide students with outline of notes. Use color coding to match materials and concepts. Reduce visual distractions. Seat student close to board, teacher, or student helper, away from door or window. Provide a quiet work area. Allow students to move if needed. Use visual reminders as memory aids. Use teacher-initiated signals for redirecting attention. Highlight sections of text. Provide tape recording of lecture or required texts. Give oral and written directions. Speak slowly and clearly. Allow for a longer response time. Organization and task completion. Keep work area clear. Post assignments and work completed in a consistent spot. Assist student with notebook organization. Use assignment notebook. Extend time to complete assignments. Shorten or chunk assignments. Give timeline for longer projects. Give specific feedback. Provide peer tutoring. Use cooperative learning groups. Provide structured daily activities. Explain changes in routine. Evaluation. Explain grading and give rubric. Give specific feedback. Preview before test. Give frequent quizzes. Give sample questions. Orient student to test format. Use a clear, uncluttered copy and large print. Make test directions simple and clear. Provide ample space for answers on test. Allow alternate test response, oral, computer. Read test aloud to student. Give open note or take-home tests. Use alternate forms of evaluation, oral report, group projects, and debate. Reduce required assignments. Provide proofreading checklist. Accept print or cursive writing. Resources for work. Social environment. What human resources are required workplaces? What material resources are important for persons with disability in workplaces and social environment? Human resources. Special needs educator at every organization to create inclusive environment. Sign language interpreter, and sighted guide. Material resources. Various magnifying lenses, slate and styles, Perkins Braille writer, white cane, hearing aids, sign language books and videos, Braille atlases, Braille rulers, signature guide, talking calculator, talking mobile, closed-circuit television, computer software for various students with special needs, for example JAWS for blind and sign language software for deaf, orthosis, prosthesis, environmental accessibilities, ramps, elevators, wheelchairs, and others additional resources. This is the end of Chapter 7, Resource Management for Inclusion. In summary, we have learned about how resources are very important to create inclusiveness. Resources are for all human beings, though the attention if much given for persons with disabilities. All individuals can grow and develop if they are accessed and provided. Primarily understanding the diverse needs of all people is very important to plan for the resources. Incorporating the communication styles, channel of diverse population is vital. Creating equal opportunities and access to equal growth and development is necessary, and considering and encouraging different perspective using the provided resources is important to celebrate diversity. If we neglect human and material resources to create inclusiveness, we remain with our poverty ever. This is the end of Chapter 7, Resource Management for Inclusion. Visit our channel for the next section. Thank you for reading with us.